Welcome back to Desert DIY. If you are new here, my name is Corey. Today I have 3 farmhouse DIYs for you. The first one is a trash to treasure that I think you guys are really going to appreciate. The second one is a Goodwill furniture flip, which is one of my most favorite things to do. And then the third one is a Dollar Tree DIY. So let's get going. This first project is a lamp that I got from somebody's front yard. They had it out on the curb getting ready to throw it in the trash. They had posted on a Facebook forum saying free, come and get it, and I ran over and checked what they had, and this was in their big pile of things. So I thought this is a great project for a trash to treasure, and boy was I sure right. It turned out so nice. And a trick that I did to keep the spray paint out of the electrical part was put cotton balls in there. Now I'm going to take that glass hurricane, I don't even know what part you would call this. It's not really a shade, but the glass shade, we'll call it for this purpose. I put on some frosted glass spray paint on there because I do not like seeing light bulbs inside lamps like this. After that dried, I did a couple coats, but after that dried, I went ahead and tested out the lamp because I had not done that yet, and thankfully it worked. Imagine if I had done all that work and it didn't work. But anyways, I just had to clamp it in with these little metal clamps here, and I just figured this was the right way to do it. I'm not totally 100% sure, but it worked. Now for adding on the nautical part of this, I'm going to be using some rope, like twine, nautical twine, and some super glue that I got from Starbond. It is a website where you can get some super glues, any kind of glues that you need. You can get it online, which was really convenient for me during this COVID crisis. It was nice to not have to go out and get it. Plus, this super glue works just as fast as using hot glue, which I thought was really amazing. I don't have to mess with cords of my hot glue gun because I don't have a cordless one. And I also didn't have to deal with all the little strings that come off when you're using hot glue. You always get those little strings. I don't know why it does that, or if I can do better, maybe I need to just practice more. But for some reason, every time I use hot glue, it leaves behind those little strings, and this super glue did not do that. And their super glue also comes in different colors. I think there was black and brown, and they have every kind of super glue you could possibly imagine. This was the medium super glue in the clear, and I loved it. It worked flawlessly. Now I'm going to just bump the glass right here and almost knock it over and stick some glue around the rim, and I'm going to take that same twine and go around the top. And something funny about when I do crafts is I kind of just figure it out as I go. So I originally had not planned to put the twine up here, but it just did not look balanced with that darker color down below on the stem of the lamp and nothing dark around the middle or top section. So I thought, you know, I really need to add some of that rope up there. And then as I was going, I thought that it was still missing something. So after I added on this twine, I decided that I wanted to do some dangling wooden beads. I've seen this a lot on Pinterest, and the DIY mommy on YouTube did this in her camper. So how I got them to be attached on here was just some needle and thread. And get this, I threaded the needle on my very first try. I didn't have to edit out a million attempts at threading this needle. I went in on my first try, which never happens for me. So I took my wooden beads and threaded them on to my long piece of thread, which I just eyeballed a good amount of thread that I thought would work. And here it is a quick clip of me kind of figuring out the length that I wanted to do. So all I did was do like a dry fit, and then I realized exactly how much more beads I was going to need. Just by eyeballing it. And I'm not an exact measuring type of person. I kind of just like to look and see how it looks instead of worrying about like counting the beads or getting the tape measure out. Today's video is in collaboration with Heidi Sonbol. I will have her channel linked down below in the description box. She is the queen of DIYs, especially Dollar Tree DIYs. So if you like Dollar Tree DIYs, head on over to her channel and check out her videos. She is the best. My second project is this little rolling stool. I got this from Goodwill for $3.99. And I got this way before the whole quarantine thing started, so this project has been a long time coming. And I'm going to bust out my handy dandy liming wax, which I use for a ton of projects. I'm obsessed with this finish right now. A lot of you were commenting on my past videos where I used this liming wax, saying that you absolutely loved it, you wanted to get some or try it. And if you want it, I will have it linked down below in my Amazon link. You can buy it off Amazon, which is where I got mine from. I'm also going to have the link to the Starbond super glue that I use down in my description box, and I have a discount code for you guys, which is Desert DIY 10. So if you want to try out that super glue, then I highly recommend using that coupon code and getting it at a discount. So all I did was brush it on, wipe it off with a paper towel. Nothing fancy. This was like the really cheap paint brushes that you get in a pack for your kids to paint with. No special brushes. And after I had done the whole base of this cart or stool, I decided that I wanted to do also those natural rope fibers on the top, because they just looked too brown compared to that driftwood grayish brown color on the bottom. And all I did was wipe it on and then did not wipe it off. And the next day, after I gave that liming wax some time to cure, I went on it again with another wax, but this is just a clear wax, and I will also have this wax in my Amazon store link in the description box if you wanted to pick some up. But this wax is to seal the project. And I wanted to use wax to seal this project because it is natural fibers, so it needs to be flexible. Had you used a polyurethane, it would have been crunchy and hard, and it would have lost its natural feeling. But this will keep it all sealed in nice. Last but not least, we have my Dollar Tree DIY. This DIY was so easy, it's going to go by so fast, and I also want to mention that you've already seen it in this video and you may not have realized it. So all I do for this piece is I painted it white with Waverly chalk paint. I used my same Starbond super glue and the same nautical rope from Dollar Tree and wrap it around there to give it that like nautical coastal vibe. So I just painted on there 3 coats of that white paint that I have there. Waverly chalk paint is from Walmart, and it is very affordable for being a chalk paint. After that dried, I just used some of that Starbond super glue. I put 1 line of super glue on there and then just wrapped it all around. It was so easy. I feel like this DIY went by too fast, and I wanted to do more crafts after this. Have you ever done something like that where it was just like not enough? You needed more crafts, more DIYing? I guess that might just be my problem. That's why I have this YouTube channel. So at the end, I just put a little bit more super glue to secure that end piece. Now I'm going to give it that beachy, sandy, antique kind of vibe here by watering down some of this hazelnut color of the same Waverly chalk paint brand. And I just put it on my finger, dab it in some more water, and then dab it on a paper towel to get the excess off. And then I just rubbed it on there until I got the desired look that I wanted. I love doing hands-on stuff like this because I feel like you can really control how you want it to turn out. And by the end of this, it was really starting to remind me of a silver dollar. You know, those white starfish, like crustacean, I don't even know exactly what they're made of, but they're called silver dollars. And here it is finished. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions or if you want to talk about the projects or your own projects, please leave a comment down below and hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye!